Today I'm going to try and make a keychain for a friend of mine, a friend of my daughter's. I tried to make one. I've made several of these. This one broke yesterday when I was sanding it. However, the finished product looks something like this. It just starts out, and well, it broke when I started to sand it. Starts out with a block of wood, and what you do is, what I'm going to do is put this through the planer, make sure it's all smooth and level, because this is a extra piece of scrap wood, piece of scrap mahogany, too valuable to throw out, but not too valuable to use. I keep all my scraps. You should too. Once I have it planed, I will cover it in painter's tape. Cover the painter's tape in some sort of, I use these adhesive markers. You can use spray on, you can use all kinds of things. Attach this to here, draw out my pattern, and then cut it out with my scroll saw. And hopefully yours doesn't break in half. This too was a piece of scrap wood, and I don't know why it broke. It wasn't manhandling or anything, but anyway, it broke. So like I said, first thing, run it through the planer. Alright, I'm going to try and push this through the planer. Ears and eyes, always a good thing. Smooth almost takes away the need for sanding, but more importantly than smooth, it's even. So there's what you need. Alright, so on this one I have my wood. I put some painter's tape down, then I put some Elmer's adhesive on the painter's tape. I affixed the white paper, and then on top of that I put some white or some clear packing tape over it, so when it's over I can just peel it off. This will help me to be able to cut out the letters and have the paper not bounce up off the page. But I still need to drill. I need to make what's called piercing cuts, because I got to cut these letters outside of the wood. So I've got to drill holes in all the places I'm going to need to put my scroll saw blade. Eyes and ears. Good to be safe, kids. There you go. And I got to do that through each one of these places that I want to put my blade. Hopefully you can see the small holes in here where I drilled. I drilled a larger hole here because that's where the keychain's going to go through. Whoop. That's not how I dropped the last one. Alright. You want to start out, when you cut these out, start in the middle and work your way out. Because if you work your way out in, you're putting undue stress on it and you may break it. This little hose blows air onto the blade and keeps you being able to see what you're doing. If I can work these $high muffins. Alright, eyes and ears. Let's do it, children. It's best to make sure you're plugged in. Hopefully, you can see that I've cut it out successfully. Now I need to sand it. I made 10 or 15 of these so far, and I've only broken one, but it was the last one that I broke, and it was the one for this little girl who's friends with my daughter. So I'm a little leery. So it's hardwood, it's mahogany, and so I've got 80 grit sandpaper. Let's see how this works. Pull quite a lot of wood off that. I'm going to sand a little more with my Dremel, but then I'm going to cover it in polyurethane and put the keyhole through. So that should be that. We'll see how it comes out. Alright, I've sanded. Took quite a bit of wood off of it, but now it's time to put the polyurethane on it. It's a little large. It's very large, but you could put it on a backpack or in a purse. A man couldn't carry this in his pocket. I made this large on purpose. We'll see if she likes it. I'll make her a smaller one. I use this because it's cheap, and it does, as far as I'm concerned, it does just as good a job as the more expensive ones. This is oil-based polyurethane. I was using water-based polyurethane, and I like water-based polyurethane because it dries faster, it's easier to work with, and it's just quicker and easier. However, it's not better, I don't think. This has a better sheen to it. It goes on better. It lasts longer, it seems to. I don't like to get this all over my hand. Alright. Good thing I'm not a surgeon. I used to just dip these in the can, but then I discovered I was getting pieces of dirt onto projects when I was, brushing them on. So now I just use these disposable brushes. Now when it dries, it will have that wet look. And you can put 2 or 3 coats on it, and it will protect the wood. It will keep it the way it looks now. And I just like the way it looks, to be honest with you. Now you see why I'm using a rubber glove. So again, there you have it. Check it tomorrow. Well, there you have it. Get you a little set of keys and this key ring or anything else you might want to use for it. I don't know how much I can zoom in. It's got a lot of coats of polyurethane on it. That's to protect it and because I like the way it looks. So, like I said, this is from my daughter's friend. Hope she enjoys it. You can make your name, you can make your team sport name, you can make whatever you want to make with it. It's fairly easy to do. And doesn't take much time, doesn't take much money. The most time is letting the polyurethane dry. Now I used an oil base. If you want to really let it dry faster, use a water based. Other than that, enjoy your day.